Hi guys, it's me Andrea. Today I will show you a watercolor card I made, a birthday card made for my workmate, and I use this mixed media die because it's a set of 3 from Tim Holtz and this stem set from Tim Holtz. First of all, I start with the flowers and I stamp them down. I use black ink and put embossing powder on top and heat set it because I wanted to cut it out, and it is so delicate, the image, that it gives me a guideline, where to cut. It's much easier. I can really recommend that when you cut out this flimsy stuff, heat emboss it first. So I stamp it down twice, and then the stems, one stem with flowers and the other one without, because I haven't got that much space and it would be far too crowded to use both with the leaves on. So you can see I cut the base down to a square. It looks so much nicer to me. Okay, I start, and I will use this Ecolines, not this colors initially I wanted, but I stuck to violet and wet violet. First I saturate the paper with water where I want to have it, a lot, really a lot, that I only have to touch the surface with the brush and the color and the paint. It will spread out by itself. Absolutely beautiful. I like this effect. It's very easy, and you get a nice, easy background with that, without being, a lot of people have this feeling a bit afraid of or scared by using watercolors, and to me the same. I can't really draw with it, but I can use it in this way, and I like to use it in this way. And that's, I think, a good way to start with watercolors without being too disappointed about the result, because with this way you always get a nice result. So try it. Okay, a few splatters at the end with both colors, and now I start with the flowers, and I use my Winsor & Newton watercolor marker, and I love them. That's the next thing. When you want to try watercolors, I would recommend that. To me, it's absolutely fantastic, the way it works. I put down where I want to have the darkest areas, and then I use my water tank brush and drag it from the darkest into the middle, and that gives a nice transition from dark to light. And absolutely easy to do. Try it. So I don't want to pursue you buying them, but I love them. I love to work with them. Absolutely fantastic. And they're a bit like all the other stuff you can from Tombow or even the distress markers, but they're much finer, much, I don't know. You can work with it much easier. I think it's easier to work with them. So for the leaves I use the green and work the same way. On the left I put go down with the watercolor marker, and then I drag it on to the right to get the transition. For the stems in the middle is of course a bit difficult, but for the leaves I work in the same ways. And then I cut it out, and I make you watch it. No, not the whole, only a tiny bit, to show that I cut it out. So, and now I assemble the card. I want to have a look where to put everything. And I forgot to show you that I etch the cutout pieces with a black marker, and I used a pit pen with a brush tip. So when you have such very flimsy stuff, it's with this brush tip, very easy to do. So now I will change that, because with the leaves on the left, it's better on the right because the leaves are lower, so I have more space. And then I thought I might pick up the red violet from the background on the tips of these flowers, and I think that was a good idea. Drag the same, drag it into the middle and then blend it into the blue. It's very diffuse, it's not very obvious, but it makes a difference to me when you have it on the card. So now I put everything together. First my die cut piece here, put it down this, it's honeycomb pattern, isn't it? So, and for the flowers I want to have them dimensional, so I use the 3D foam tape, sticky foam tape from Scotch it is, I think it is, yeah. So I will leave the stem, or I will glue the stems down without that, because they are so thin. That would be so fiddly to do that, so that's why I glue them down afterwards only with liquid glue and not dimensional. Checking if everything's still in the right position, it is, and then glue it down. Everything's hanging over, I will cut off later. So checking again, better double check before you have to remove it with the glue on. Okay, so, and I will mat the card onto this grey cardstock. I quite like to use darker cards, so normally I use black, but in this time I had the black already in the middle, but I wanted to have a bit of a contrast, so it was a grey, a dark grey, and I didn't want to use a colorful one to pick up the colors from the middle or from the background, because I didn't want to take the attention away from that. So, and then I glued onto my card base, and I think at the very last I thought, it needs a bit of sparkle. So I took my Spectrum Noir, this glitter pens. Do they call glitter pens? You know, this Spectrum Noir things. And no, sparkle they call it. And the camera doesn't pick it up that much, but you can see it a bit. So always nice to have a bit of sparkle at the end. So that's it. That's the close-up already. I thank you a lot for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun, and I hope I will see you with my next project. So have a fantastic time, guys. Bye-bye.